Hey everyone, I'm going to go ahead and mute you all. Perfect. Try to get some more light. And I'm just getting my notes together as we wait. Okay, there are a couple of things I'm going to talk about today. First thing I'm going to talk about is things that I'll probably call you out on if you say stuff to me. So it's going to go back and forth. We've already beat the dead horse about Vince's soda, so we'll be good with that one. And then I'm going to talk about, someone mentioned to me about cheat days, and we're going to talk about how cheat days will kill your progress. And then if there's time, we're going to talk about eating at a restaurant. So a couple of things that have been on my mind this week, and that's what we're going to do today. We are going to wait 2 more minutes. I was going to run and go get my glasses, but I think I should be okay. Hopefully I'm not dark. Am I dark? Okay, good. You know, totally random. I put this shirt on before the meeting because I was wearing a tank top. I don't remember the last time I wore a t-shirt. Like that my arms were covered. It feels so weird. Like I wear like long sleeve, but like I haven't worn a t-shirt in forever. It feels so restrictive. Weird. Is that funny? But I'm very comfortable. It's very cozy.
I've never seen you with anything but.
Right? Isn't that funny?
Yeah, no, it's great. Comfy.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes I come with my pajamas on. You guys just don't know it.
Oh, I have, so you know the what is it? Party on the top? No, we're business on top, party on the bottom.
Yes, I've done that.
You and me both. Many times.
Long day at work, whatever. Time to come home and change.
It's okay. I'm always in comfy clothes. I'm always in gym clothes, but there are times I'll come home and like throw on my Old Navy pajama bottoms.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's comfy.
Yes, 100%. All right, we're gonna give it 1 more minute. These are, I gotta get my glasses because I wrote these really small. Hold on 1 second. Now I sound old. Let me get my glasses. Alexa, better light. And I have no idea where they are, so I don't know if these are them or if these are just blue light. Oh, these are them. Oh, yeah, these are them. They were here the whole time. I thought they were just blue light. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Things that I'll probably call you out on if I hear you say it, if we're working together. So things you'll say, I want to be leaner. Things you say you're doing, using the scale to measure your progress. Not going to show if you're getting leaner or not. So if you guys are messaging me and saying, I feel smaller, but it's not moving on the scale, then you're working towards your goals. You're doing what you're meant to do. And that is amazing. When your clothes are fitting better, when you're looking different in pictures, when you can slide through an area you never slid before, when you buckle a belt that's a little bit easier to buckle, you have more room in your pants. You could stick your hand in your pants when you couldn't do that. Any of those things, they're baggy in your legs, baggy in your butt, your shirts are baggy. Those are all signs that you are getting leaner. Because when we build muscle and fat weigh exactly the same. So if you are putting on muscle and losing fat at the same time, you're not going to see that on the scale. So you can't tell me I want to get leaner and then you say, okay, I weigh myself every day on the scale, but I'm not seeing changes because I'm going to come right at you when I do this to everybody. Stop weighing yourself every freaking day. You will drive yourself crazy and you will drive me crazy. And we don't want to do that. All right, next thing. I want to be strong, capable, and fit, but yet I'm refusing to eat more or increase my needs to fit my macros for my goals. I hear it all the time, all day long. Well, I reached my weight loss goal, so now I want to build muscle. I'm like, awesome, let me bump up your macros. And all of a sudden, like, no, just kidding. I want to keep leaning out. I want to keep my macros where they are. Or somebody recently, she's really lost a lot of weight, but her body fat is higher, but she does a lot of cardio. She's very athletic. So she said, I really want to start dropping body fat. And I was like, the only way you're going to do that is by eating more and getting in your lifting sessions. So we did. We bumped her up almost 500 calories. And she messaged me today and she says, can we drop me back down? I really like it better when I feel leaner and I see the scale moving. And I'm like, you need to choose. Do you want to have no muscle, higher body fat? Or do you want to lean out and build more muscle? Because you got to eat more to do that. It's just how it works. So many people lately have been saying to me, Shannon, you're looking so lean and your muscles are popping. What's going on? I'm like, I'm eating more. That's not me. Okay. Phew, I thought I had like something black. I'm like, I don't have a cat. That was the weirdest thing. Okay. That was really funny. I'm like trying to move it. And I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? It's like when you're in a tunnel and you bend your head under, like your car is not going to protect you. Anybody ever do that? Or a bridge? All right. So, so people have been saying to me lately, Shannon, you look really lean. How much weight have you lost? And I always joke around. I'm like, well, I go back on my own program. And when I go back on my own program, I lean out. So I guess about 2 months ago, actually probably when I came back from Alaska, so October, my body fat was around 19%. I don't like it there. I'm very comfortable at 17 to 18. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's huge. So, I quit drinking, still have not drank yet. And I jumped back on my program and I have not lost a pound, but my body fat went down 2%. I bumped up my food, increased my lifting, and dropped 2% body fat. And it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. I didn't change what I'm eating. You guys see what I eat. I just eat more of it. I eat more holistic, dense foods. And I'm going to post that, like all my berries and all that other stuff. There's another cat. I'm going to post all my berries and all that stuff for you guys to see the amount of food that I eat. I eat close to right now, 2,400, not close to, I eat 2,417 calories a day. I weigh 148 pounds and I eat almost 180 grams of protein a day. That's a lot. That's a lot. But if you see me every day, you see I'm leaning out. And you can see it in my pictures. And I posted like all my pictures lately of like my abs leaning out. So if you want to lean out, don't tell me you don't want to increase your food, because then you're not going to lean out. You're not going to build muscle. The more lean muscle you have, the more fat your body burns. I don't want to keep starting over. I want to be consistent. But yet you're restarting that cleanse every time you have a fun weekend and need to get that reset. Did anybody ever do that? I hear that all the time. I'm going to get back in the Shred Tribe, but I'm just going to do this cleanse right before I get back in. It's going to give me that jump start. Or I've been doing really good on the Shred Tribe, but I went away for a week. So now I'm just going to do this reset and I'm going to do a cleanse. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to do a cleanse. If it puts you in the mindset, do your cleanse. But if you don't want to keep restarting, quit stopping. That is the only way you can stop restarting. Stay committed. Stay in the game. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to get the results from doing it. If you stop, you're going to stop seeing the results, and then you stop what you're doing, and there comes that restart. It's just a cycle. It's inevitable. If you stop something, you start something again. That's a diet. We're not having, and we're not on a diet. Next one. I want to see my muscles pop, but refuses to invest in more appropriate weights to go heavier or increase your weights at the gym. Don't be afraid. Weights don't bite. Invest in yourself. If you've been using 7.5 pound weights because you have it at the house, give them away or put them away and buy 10 or 12 pound weights. If you've been using the same 15 pound weights at Orange Theory Fitness for overhead presses, shoulder presses, stop. Grab 20s. Even if you can only do 3 reps, try it. Because eventually those 3 will become 10. If you are lazy, and I'm not saying anybody in here is, but if you are too lazy to walk over to a heavy rack, to grab a 50-pound dumbbell, to slide on top of your hips, to do bridges, because the 20 or 25 is right there and it's easier, stop doing that. Get out of your comfort zone. At my Orange Theory, I take all the heavy weights on days like that and put them in the center of the room so that people don't feel like they have to walk over to the heavy rack. They're doing it. It's already there. You can roll it to your station. I'm going to go off on a tangent. Bridges, nobody should be doing bridges with less than 20 pounds, period. When I see people put 10 pounds on their hips, I'm like, dude, you grab groceries more than 10 pounds and you're using your hands. Your hips carry your body. That is an anchor point. Go heavy. I joke and I say, go heavy or go home. And then I put my hands in front of the door. You can't go home, but go heavy. That's where you're going to start to build muscle. Everyone's like, I want to see my arms. I want them to pop like yours. I lift heavy now to get that muscles to pop. It's the only way you're going to do it. You can't build muscles with 8 or 10 pound dumbbells. Not going to happen. I want to be, this is really funny. I want to be able to do pull-ups. Can you teach me how to do a pull-up? Can you show me how to start with assisted with a band? I get this all the time at my gym, not Orange Theory, obviously. But yet they sign up for a half a marathon and forget about the strength training. And now they're training for this half marathon. Where are your goals? What are your goals? And are you focused on your goals? So I'm focused on leaning out, but building a lot more muscle. I was signed up for a half marathon on February 19th. I did like the defer. So I'm deferring it and I'm now doing a marathon in October in half marathon, not a marathon, half marathon in October in Clearwater. Because my goals, that doesn't serve my goals. Alcohol doesn't serve my goals. I'm not going to say I want to lean out and drop body fat and then go out and have 3 shots and a glass of wine. I say this all the time. How freaking bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? What do you want? And what are you doing to get there? Mike, for the first time since I quit drinking, said to me this weekend, now I get it why you quit drinking. You always say it didn't serve your goals. Seeing you lean out now and that it doesn't affect you not drinking, I totally understand it now. And it took him 6 months almost, 4 or 5 months to figure that out. And I told him, I'm like, that's not going to be forever. My birthday's in August. I do plan on starting to drink again in August, but my goal is to be the leanest I can get with the most amount of muscle by August. When we go to Italy, I want to be able to do whatever I want, eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want, and come back and know that I can, if I wanted to, I could do that again. But that's my goal. What is your goal? So remember that group we have, say it loud, say it in public, say your goal, it's coming back. Everybody's going to put one goal, say it in public, one goal that you have. You don't have to put why you're going to get there. I don't want SMART goals. You don't have to give me 5 reasons or 5 things that have to do with it. You guys did that for homework. But what is your goal? Why do you want that goal? You know my goal. You know what I want. You know why I want it. Just like you guys can watch me every day, seeing what I'm doing to reach my goals, I watch all of you. So if you tell me your goal is to lean out and I look in your log and you have 3 glasses of wine on Friday night, I don't think you're serious about your goal. I love how Vince laughs, but it's true. I see it. And then they're like, well, I'm being honest with you. I put in the log. You're not being honest with me. You're being honest with yourself. That's why the scale's not moving Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come Monday. Friday, you do the accountability weigh and you're like, this is awesome. I'm down 2 pounds. I feel great. My energy's up. Come Monday, you're like, I feel like shit. Why did I drink? Why did I go out and party? Why did I eat those nachos at the bar the other night? Did that serve your goals? Why are you doing it? I want to have a healthy relationship with food. And this is going to tie into my next topic. Cutting out food groups or subscribing to food rules. A healthy relationship, a holistic relationship with food is not, I'm not going to eat carbs anymore. Is not, I'm only going to eat 10 fats now. That is not a healthy relationship with food. A healthy relationship with food is holistic, holy. You eat proteins, carbs, and fats at every meal. We don't restrict any of those macros because what happens when you restrict, you crave it, you eat it, you binge, and then what happens? You restart. There's that diet cycle again. Okay, so now we're going to talk about why cheat days and how cheat days are killing your progress. And that ties into restricting yourselves. If you eat Monday through Friday, lettuce and grilled chicken all week long, every day, come Friday or Saturday probably, you're going to say, you know what? I've been so good all week. I had grilled chicken all week and I ate rabbit food all week. I'm going to eat this burger and fries. That's not what the point of that is not to do that. Have a burger and fries during the week. Don't restrict yourself. Enjoy food. And I personally don't love food, but everybody loves food, right? People look forward to eating. Most people look forward to eating. I'm not a foodie, so I can eat the same thing every single day, every day for the rest of my life. I've been doing it pretty much for 15 years now. But if you have your calorie needs, right? I give you your macros, your calorie needs. You're eating underneath those calorie needs because you think you're going to lose weight faster. So here you are. This is where I want you to be. All week long, you're hungry. Now the weekend comes and you're like, you know what? It's the weekend. Boom. And here you are. Now you're not tracking. You're not. And then you're thinking to yourself, well, I only ate chicken and whatever for the week, but you don't realize this is where you are now with your caloric intake. So those cheat days mess up this whole entire week. But if you stay consistent, it all comes back to where you need to be. Raise your hand. I mean, even if at some point during your Shred Tribe journey, you found yourself kind of doing that, being really good all weekend and then all week, and then on the weekend you screw up. And then you wonder, why are my clothes not fitting the way they did last week? Or why don't I feel as lean? Or why didn't the scale move? Or why didn't the scale go down? Or why did the scale go up? But if you're consistent and with keep hitting those macros every single day for 7 days, that means you're going to have a 3,500 calorie deficit, and a 3,500 calorie deficit equates to 1 pound of weight loss. And that's how I calculate your macros. You know, I always tell you guys, you always say I want to lose more. And I'm like, well, I calculate it for 1 pound. It's because I calculate you to be in a 500 caloric deficit every day. Some days it's a little less, some days it's a little more. That's where you get the 10 grams over under. So stop with this and get to this. You don't need a cheat meal. You don't need a reward meal. You can have those every day if you account for it. It might not be a whole thing of fries. It might only be 13 or 26. And yes, we count them. Or it might not be the fatty kind of meat in your burger. Maybe you're going to go with a leaner meat burger. Maybe you're not going to have 3 slices of cheese on your burger. Maybe it's 1 slice of cheese on your burger. Maybe you're going to hollow out the bun to reduce some of those carbs, but you get to eat the whole bun. Totally up to you. We go to breakfast every Sunday, kind of like a brunch thing, Mike and I. And I always get the same thing. I get my egg whites, I get my tomato, I get a cinnamon bagel with peanut butter. It's amazing. Mike is always like, I really want pancakes. So I'm like, get pancakes. Don't do this to yourself. So every week he's been saying it. Finally, this week, he's like, I'm going to get pancakes. I said, okay. And he gets into off his tangent every Sunday also. I'm going to get back on my track. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start working out every day. It's our Sunday routine. And this week he actually did work out, so I can't take it away from him. And he's not home yet, obviously. He ordered the pancakes and he literally took 1 pancake off the plate and asked the waitress to take the 2 away. I was like, who are you? And granted, and I'm sure this has something to do with his best friend just passed away. We all know that. So I'm sure it, triggered something in his head, even though his best friend passed away from something that he has no control over. The friend had no control over, but it like rang a bell. And I was like, you just ordered 3 pancakes and ate 1? He goes, yeah, isn't that what you're supposed to do? I hear you say it always in your meetings. And I was like, wow, I'm pretty impressed. That's the way to live your life. Right? Not binge on the 3 and not restrict yourself. And I can't tell you how impressed I was. He was probably sick of me saying how impressed I was all day. Because later on the night, I'm like, wow, you're going to order pizza and only have 1 slice? I did great with the pancakes. Didn't order pizza at all, by the way. First Sunday in probably 5.5 years, he didn't order pizza. Yeah, so cheat days are killing your progress. Stop doing it. So here are some things that will make you more restrictive that you don't want to do. I will do that you don't want to say to yourself, I will do anything to lose weight. That means you're going to restrict yourself. I have to be good this week. There is no good or bad. There's no good or bad food. There's no good or bad person. There's no good or bad day. It's whether you were consistent, whether you chose the right things. But there's no good or bad food because you can eat everything. There's no good or bad day because some days are going to be better than others. Don't beat yourself up about that. Eating healthy during the week is easy, but the wheels fall off always on the weekends. We talked about that. I think I'm just going to give myself a little break from my diet. I cringe when I hear that, right? I cringe when people do really well in the program. They're like, well, your next 8-week Shark Tribe session, I have a cruise, I have a wedding. My sister's going to sit down on her chair the correct way. So I'm just going to take a break. I don't beg, plead, borrow with anybody. I'm like, all right, take your break. See you in 8 weeks. 4 weeks later, like, can I just get back in? Can you just prorate it for me? I don't want to wait the whole 8 weeks. Then don't stop. Fuck up, enjoy the wedding, enjoy whatever you're doing, and then get right back on it. But don't leave what's keeping you consistent and accountable, right? I deserve a treat after being so good this week. Why? Give yourself that treat on Wednesday. You heard my thing about the member who's actually on maintenance now, but she has a Dove piece of chocolate every single night. Every night. She logs it every morning. Diet starts Monday. Hopefully none of you are saying that anymore. I have people that message me every day. I want to get in your program, but when does it start? And I'll tell them, oh, can I start the following week? I have something coming up. No, it starts that day. If you can't start that day, you can wait another 8 weeks. I used to accommodate people and I don't anymore. The session starts when the session starts. If you're ready to reach your goals that day you message me, then you should be able to start on your journey that day. I should not have to make accommodations for you to start a week or 2 later, which puts me behind, and then you're not as successful. It's super tough on your body to consistently swing from under eating to overeating. That is so bad for your heart. That's yo-yo dieting in a nutshell. Oh, look at Mary's little baby. I love when all the fur babies come over and say hi. Okay. And you're not going to see a change by doing that. The whole roller coaster thing. So it's going to get super frustrating. And what happens when it gets super frustrating? We stop. So you don't need a special occasion to eat your favorite foods. You should have no temptation to binge when no foods are off limits. You'll always wake up feeling fresh and refreshed on Monday without the dread of the weekend previous or the week ahead, thinking that you're on a diet. You don't deserve a break from your eats because your diet isn't torturous. You're feeling lean, getting strong, and more fit as a result of fueling appropriately and consistently. Food is neutral. It can't be good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, clean or dirty. We just talked about that. Some foods will provide more nutritional bang for your calorie and macro, but other foods provide you with more joy, satisfaction, and pleasure. Both are required for a rounded, holistic diet. Isn't that awesome? Like just hearing that in the end, like we can have whatever we want. Just account for it. How many of you have whatever you want, but account for it? The people that have their hands up have probably had the most weight loss. That show up every Wednesday for the meeting. That are consistent with tracking their macros. Then it gets me emotional. Is that weird? Like, I'm glad I have my glasses on because I'm all teary-eyed. But you know it's my passion. You know my heart is here. And I love that you guys can do whatever you want and still reach your goals. I can do whatever I want and still reach my goals. That's the whole point of doing this. You guys have been in this group for, some people have been in my Stride Tribe. Melissa, how long have you been in the Stride Tribe? Over 2 years, right? 3 years. Yeah. Because it helps, it works. Melissa's like, I don't know. Was that Alicia? I couldn't tell. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Sarah or Alicia. They look like twins. Okay. If you want to find the diet you like to eat that serves your body, that you like to move in, and create a body that you like to live in, eat what you want to eat in moderation. That is the end of our meeting. I feel like I don't even have to talk about restaurants because you can eat whatever you want at restaurants. But our next meeting, we're going to talk about restaurants. But I just loved ending it on that note. It just felt right. So it's actually been, I'm going to get my little shut up thing. I'll have about 8 minutes. I did want to show somebody's, hold on, vision board that I was given permission. Oops. And it's a really good vision board. I forgot I wanted to do in the beginning, so this works out great. Oh no, I can't find it. Hold on. Damn it. Give me 1 second. I thought I saved it in my photos, but I have a lot of photos. Ada, can we go over yours so I don't have to look for this other person's? Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to put it up and you can talk. So unmute yourself. Are you okay? Okay.
I'm there.
Okay. First, I have to say something. Ada's daughter, who has nothing to do with the Shred Tribe, is so proud of her mom
Oh,
doing this and for being successful and kicking ass in Orange Theory also, mind you. Ada, how old are you?
68.
Freaking awesome. Her daughter
And
messaged me.
one more thing. I got a call from my doctor. I'm in remission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already emotional, so don't get me started.
Yeah.
So her daughter messaged me, and I'm going to read the message real quick, and then she can tell you about her stuff. I said it was Sunday, right? Yeah, here it is. Thank you for working with my mom. I'm gonna probably cry. I am so excited to see her really learn about food. She's doing so great. I can't believe she's actually following and kicking ass. By the way, my mom is blah, 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 because they don't have the same last name or anything. And I thought that's so freaking awesome. Like she met me one time in Orange Theory, has no clue who I am, but obviously she's so proud of her mom. Okay, so here, I'm gonna pull up your board and you can talk about it.
Okay, I know it's kind of simple from the other ones that I've seen, but that's the dress that I purchased for my granddaughter's wedding. Her
Which is
wedding
when?
March 16th. In addition, I want to increase my working out. I go to Orange Theory twice a week, and I've been doing either walking or the weight. I've added the weight class on the weekends, or I try to do something else at least 3 days. That's the dress that I purchased. And I don't want to like get skinny. I just want to feel comfortable and have no lady bumps all over the place. So what I'm doing is I'm reading all the labels. I'm reading the labels. I'm comparing the carbs. I'm comparing the proteins, and I make sure that I log all my food. Although I haven't been really good about it, but because my life is crazy, but I'm really doing my best.
And Ada's very little.
5'1".
Yeah, she's very little. So she's like this little petite little thing, which is so cute. And she's a powerhouse. Like she's like my badass. Like I always tell her, I'm like, you are such a badass. If I could be anybody when I'm 68, which is not too far away, that's what I want to be. Because she's amazing.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I'm glad that I came across your vision board. If anybody wants to share their vision board, send it to me and I will do it. If I told you yours was going to be shown and I can't remember who it was, remind me and be like, hey, you were going to show my vision board today. Because I forgot. If you have, was it you, Lisa, that I said I was going to show it? All right, let me show it real quick. Hold on. I have really such bad memory. I'm sorry, guys. And I take stuff for that too. Okay. You have to talk. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so that picture was like 9 years ago, and I'm really trying to get back there because I hit menopause and I'm having a really hard time losing weight. So that's my goal. And my husband has cancer right now. And so we're just trying to stay strong and fight this together. And so we can travel more. And that's the other part of my vision board. And then the other one is just self-preservation, really, peace and yoga and trying to journal, and all those things are really important in my life right now. So that's
I love it. And thank you for sharing that with us. And I love to my vision board on her vision board, just in case she didn't know that. And I love all the pictures. You have so much on here about like peace and like inner stuff, which I love that. I love seeing that on vision boards. So we will keep your husband, everybody, I'm sure we'll keep your husband in our thoughts and prayers for sure, along with anybody else that needs that. Definitely not a fun thing to go through. So
thank you.
And you kick ass too. So thanks. Thank you so much for raising your hand and letting me know that it was your board that I forgot to talk about. I appreciate it. All right. So if anybody wants me to talk about their board next week, I love that we guys can share who we are and what we're dealing with and going through in our lives, because nobody's life is easy. Everybody has shit. And it's nice that you have a team, a support team, a tribe to help you guys and help me. And it supports me. And I love these meetings. I look forward to them every week. Going forward, our workouts are every Monday, 7 p.m. There was a bunch of people there yesterday. I forgot to load it on Monday, not yesterday, Monday. So I will do the recording. I'm trying to find a happy time medium for the weekend. People are all over the place, and I just can't wait till the last minute to say, oh, now I have 2 people. So I'm trying to figure that out, but for sure, every Monday at 7 p.m. And in 2 months, which is a long time away, I will have more evenings. So keep that in mind. And then because I kind of stepped down from my stuff at Retro Fitness, but we're fading out, transitioning out of it. I'm not just going to shut down and get out there. So we're going to give it a couple, like probably 6 to 8 weeks, because I'm that person. And I think that is it. Our next Shred Tribe is going to start March 9th. If you have anyone that wants to get in on it, I'm letting them in the app about 8 to 9 days earlier. It'll give you a little bit more time to get them set up in the app and me do the work that I need to do. It's just taken me a long time to do calculations and all that stuff. So if you have anybody that's planning on doing it, you get $10 credit or cash, Venmo or Zelle, and they get a $10 off as well. All right, so I'm going to let you guys all go. Have an amazing Wednesday night. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. And hopefully you'll keep those thoughts in your head of what I said, what I hear. And remember, always be badass. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thank
Bye.
you.